Yo, how? What's
The Mummy was the #1 movie.
The movie was awesome. Kicked ass.
$44 million The Mummy made.
Awesome. Hey, about your Saturday show, there's the first time I watched it, and I loved it.
Thank
you.
you.
Should be like that on E all the time. I bet you did Grandpa a big favor, huh?
Yeah, my dad says to me, I saw him yesterday for Mother's Day, you know, they had the family over, so my father goes, man, I wish you guys had been doing this from the beginning. I said, well, sometimes it takes time to do it. But our Saturday show does kick ass, and actually there was a really very complimentary article in Entertainment Weekly, which made me feel good.
Hey, that's great.
I don't know how we did Saturday night in the ratings. Saturday Night Live had on Monica Lewinsky, which was god-awful. I watched some of it.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. She's big, she's fat, and they didn't do anything outrageous with her. They basically play it safe. That's my problem.
Hey, can I get a date with Robin Quinn?
Yes.
I want to hit her from the rear.
All right. Robin, are you up for that?
Is that all right, Robin?
Robin, would it be okay with you?
Robin.
Come on, Robin. I'm a nice guy. I'm young. I can keep up.
You can keep up.
Hey, Baba Booey. I hate your big fat lips and your big teeth.
Thank you. All right. Well, there's some nice thoughts.
Thank you.
Thank you, my bull. Baba Booey.
He likes some things and doesn't like others.
Yeah, The Mummy made $44 million. Are we going to talk
That's
about...
a record opening, you know.
Are we going to talk about the fact that you saw Star Wars and I saw Star Wars already?
Well, we can talk about the fact that we saw it, but we're supposed to be under a gag order about a review.
Are we going to really comply with that?
Did you see that note that was with the...
Yeah, you're not supposed to review it?
If you're an on-air personality.
I know why they don't want us to review it now. They were very... You see, here's the problem. Robin and I got to see Star Wars Saturday. I am such a Star Wars fan that I got so stoked. I don't know how you felt, but I was so stoked to go see the new Star Wars because I've been waiting 22 years for the goddamn thing or something like that.
Come out again.
Yeah. And so they carry on with this Star Wars.
Oh, did you see the security measures?
Oh, please.
And did they do that announcement?
Yeah. Where the guy comes out beforehand?
Yeah.
All right, so they had a screening at some movie theater, which is always strikes terror into my heart, because I had to walk through the movie theater.
Right.
It was like, hey, Howard, what are you doing here? And you go to the bathroom, about 80 guys pile in with me. So, I don't know.
But they were passing lights over the tickets to make sure you weren't counterfeiting the ticket.
Yeah. It was a whole thing. So I go in, and they wouldn't, first of all, they sent me, I was going to bring my wife and kids, but my wife and kids couldn't go. They had to go to a bar mitzvah.
Oh.
All right, which I don't go to.
So you went to the movie.
So I went to I said, I'm going to see Star Wars. So Ralph went with me, my friend Richie Notar, and Booker.
Okay.
The DJ.
Yeah.
You know Booger.
Good crew.
Yeah, Booger. All guys are into Star Wars.
Right.
I didn't want to go with guys.
It's a good group to see it.
Yeah. I didn't want to see it with a bunch of annoying people who are going to be like, oh, I don't know. This is Anakin Skywalker's which one?
Who is Darth Vader?
Oh, that's Darth Vader as a boy? All right. So, I didn't want to sit through any of that. I just wanted to lose myself in the motion picture experience. Because I really was excited that I was going to be one of the first people to see Star Wars.
Right.
I'm caught up in the hype. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited about it. So, you know, the first thing they tell me, this is unbelievable. They say the screening is at 7, but you should get there by 5 o'clock.
Right.
Because if you get there by 5 o'clock, now this is a press screening.
Now this is bull bleep.
Yeah, right. I mean, don't invite me and then tell me.
First of all, the reason I was told for that was because they couldn't have any lines.
Right.
Then I find out that the people who showed up at 5 o'clock weren't allowed in until 5:30.
Right. They're trying to create something.
Yeah.
Even the press is online.
And there were cameras there. If this was such a secret,
right?
Why did the press show up with cameras?
I don't know. There was a guy videotaping.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, so they should have put out the movie this week. That's all. I mean, they're building into too much hype here. The hype is going to kill them.
Now, yeah.
Yeah. So I was all excited because I love Star Wars, and I get there, and the first thing they do is I had these tickets with pictures of Liam Neeson and all the little puppets and stuff that are in Star Wars. And Ralph said to me, "Oh, can I keep the ticket because
collector's item.
It's a collector's item." So I said, yeah, you can keep the ticket. So I go there, and they confiscate all my tickets.
Right.
So I said, oh, my God, what is this?
Passing them through a light to make sure they're not counterfeit. It was like
Yeah.
how they check dollar bills in the store.
Yeah. Someone give me a wet nap, if you have. My hands are just full of this mud. This is molding mud, and it's making me mental. So then you got to pass through this thing, and they check the tickets if they're counterfeit. They confiscate. Then they stamp my hand.
Right.
The whole thing. It's easier to get on a plane with an Uzi than it is to get into this Star Wars screening. It's a press screening.
The best thing was there was this group in front of me when I was coming in. They had like 7 kids, and they thought they'd get 1 infant in on their ticket.
Yeah.
They say, no, that one's counted too. You can only have 6 people come in, and they had 7 people. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
But they were being really strict.
Then I get in the theater, and I had asked one of the interns to, what is that, wet nap? Let me see that. I have that. Don't touch my wet nap.
He just brings you a wet nap.
It's a dude, there's no wet in it. Who gave you this?
Oh. No water on it.
Get out of here. Give me one of those bars I got to eat. Give me a metric. Now with you. So, and I get there, and they say, listen, they have to give you a sheet of paper ahead of time. If you're an on-air personality or the press, you cannot review this movie.
Until the 19th.
Yeah, meanwhile, everybody's reviewing it. Everyone's giving out the whole plot of the movie,
Right,
which there is none.
They go on the internet and they make up fake names for themselves.
Is that what it is? I mean, it's unbelievable. So, I don't know. So I said, oh, my God, there's so many rules. I don't know what to do. Then the woman, so I get in there, and the seating area for, like, me, it's like right on top of the screen. I said, I'm not going to watch Star Wars. Literally, I was 3 rows back from the front of the screen. So I said to the people, they were very nice over there. I wish I knew the woman's name. I'd give her a shot. Is it 20th Century?
I don't know.
20th Century Fox or something?
Yeah, I guess it is 20th Century that put it out.
Yeah.
Was it a 20th Century person or a UA Theater person?
I don't know who it was, but they were very nice. And I said there was a whole row of seats saved because I think, who was it, Samuel L. Jackson's in the movie?
Yes. So he was coming?
He was coming. So I got in his row. They gave me 4 seats for me, Booger, and Richie and Ralph. Yeah. So we all sat down. So we had some good seats. They gave us the best seat in the house. And then the woman goes, oh, my God, everyone saw it was you here, and they didn't want you in because they were afraid you're going to give it a bad review. I said, listen. I said, I'm just here to enjoy the movie.
They knew you were coming.
They were acting like, oh, my God, Howard Stern's here. They were going to throw me out. I said, listen, you guys invited me. I'm here to see Star Wars. I'm very excited about it.
That's so wet.
Meanwhile, every journalist is there.
Yeah.
I saw Mitchell Fink.
Roger Ebert was there the day I was there.
Oh, Roger was there?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know he was in New York. And everybody was there. And they're all got pads and paper, and they're all writing reviews.
Yeah.
Well, what did Roger think of it?
I didn't talk to him after I saw him before.
Was he excited to see it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody was. Everyone was out of their mind to see it.
I think he came here just to see it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Came to New York just to see it?
Yeah.
Well, good for him. So.
There with his lovely bride.
What am I going to do? What, do you eat into the microphone? I guess I got to lower the mics. I don't know when to. Sometimes he's busy doing something. I got to make sure I got to control that somehow. You should have a cough button or something you can control. If you're going to be eating. What?
They didn't put one on the board.
Yeah, well, maybe you ought to talk to them about it because you're busy chewing and I got his microphone open. I'm listening to a whole meal.
And he doesn't hear it.
No, he doesn't hear it. He doesn't even hear that it's going on. That's what kills me. He's a sound guy.
What are you going to do?
You don't hear all the noise you're making?
Well, the difference is you run your headphones 4 times louder than I do.
Well, maybe you ought to run them louder.
So you hear every little thing in the room.
Oh.
I apologize.
Maybe you should, too.
I still want to have my hearing.
I got my hearing.
No, you don't.
He can hear you.
Yeah, you can hear him because he's like multiplying the sound by 4.
All right. Whatever. I don't think that makes a difference. No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
Okay, I'm not going to argue with you. Everybody hears it. It's coming out over the radio. Anyway, just get a cough button. Leave me alone. All right, where was I? Really? But then I got to figure out where Jackie's mic. Jackie, your mic's up. Now Fred's down.
I got oatmeal.
Oh, there goes Jackie eating. What noise? All right.
And
Thank
now
you.
he wonders why I get on him. He has absolutely no interest in the show whatsoever, except for his plug, except when it comes to busting on me.
Right.
Zipper.
All right, so...
We were talking about that.
So then the Star Wars starts finally. And they come out, a guy comes out making an announcement. No one better if you see someone videotaping, you better tell the authorities. Turn them in. It's like Hitler Youth over there.
These are people you invited, and you expect that they're going to be taping it?
Yeah, unbelievable.
Why did you invite them?
Oh. Yeah, I'm sitting there waiting and waiting. Finally, it comes on. And then I saw the movie. And
the nice thing was there were no previews to sit through. You just
that was nice.
To watch the movie.
The movie, let me be as positive as I can be. The movie technically is great.
It's beautiful.
Beautiful to look at.
Beautiful.
You know, I think Star Wars fans are going to be disappointed. What can I say? It's, I
don't think that they'll be as disappointed as you.
Oh, no, they will.
You would have felt probably about The Mummy as I did, and it just made $44 million.
No. The movie will make money. I think everyone's got to go see it, to see for themselves, and people who are Star Wars fans have been waiting. But
the kind of money they make, you need repeat business, and they'll get it.
Oh, you think they will? I don't.
They will get it.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah.
I think that's where they're going to get killed. The repeat business.
Because there were a bunch of kids in that audience.
Yeah.
People are going to take the kids, and young boys are going to see it over.
Yeah, I disagree.
All right, we'll see. Because I think that they love those visual effects.
Yeah. Well, I hope so. Listen, I'll tell you the truth. I want George Lucas to make a second one because, I love the Star Wars franchise.
And
so I'm hoping
better. Maybe he'll figure out what he did wrong here.
I'm saying everybody to force yourself to go because then maybe he'll get it right the second time. You know, it's been 22 years since the guy made a movie. And I think it shows. And he's technically brilliant. He's a great filmmaker. He's a genius. But the film, I'll tell you the criticism. The film is filled with puppets.
Yes.
And Liam Neeson is talking to puppets after the puppets you can't even understand.
After a while, you realize that people are looking at nothing.
Yeah, you're looking at nothing. The people, it even looks like they're looking at nothing.
That's what I'm saying. They look like they're looking at nothing.
Yeah, it looks like guys acting against nothing.
Off of.
Yeah, and then finally when people talk, the puppets interrupt them every minute, and the puppets and the puppets and the puppets, and you can't even understand the puppets. And then, I thought a great movie. Here I go rewriting the movie like I know what I'm doing. But I thought the movie was going to be the incredible saga of Darth Vader.
Right.
That you would meet him as a little boy, and you would wonder how this wonderful little boy who had such an incredible gift, how did he turn bad, and what was that all about?
Yeah.
The movie should have picked up from when they meet him on the planet, it's a whole thing, but instead it is just one endless battle scene after another, and puppets fighting other puppets.
Well, the thing that goes on for me is that these Jedi, this is when they ruled.
Right.
And they still can't do anything.
They were still incompetent when the Jedi ruled. And it's quite incredible.
They never have any money. They can never get anything done. What is this with this Jedi?
They have superpowers, and they can't get anything done. And it just wasn't well thought out.
Now, there's another problem.
Yeah.
The Stormtroopers were in the first movie, right?
Right.
Why, when they were pre-dating, would you already have android armies?
Yeah, well, I don't even care about that. That's fine. That's just updating
if you really think about it, this is before Star Wars.
And also, it was a lot cooler when it was guys in those uniforms, because you didn't know if they were robots or men or what. Yeah.
But these are just...
Yeah. Well, anyway.
You don't figure they were going backwards in technology.
Yeah, believe me, that's the least of my problems with the movie. It's just not...
It just would have been some more human beings to interact with.
Yeah. Right. And whenever the human beings interact with each other, it's fun.
Yeah.
But, so, what can I tell you? It was a kind of a drag. Afterwards, I was all deflated because everyone wanted to go out to dinner, and I was like, I got to go home. I got to go rest. Yeah, I got to go home and get depressed. I was really psyched. I was really caught up in it.
As much as I tried not to start getting into the hype, I got to say, I wanted to see this movie.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, how can you not? Because, we all dig Star Wars.
I did everything I could to find out how to get to see it before it came out.
Yeah. Joe, go ahead.
Hey, good morning, Howard.
Hey, bro.
Howard, have you heard what you said about that Star Wars movie? Is there a cliffhanger at the end?
No.
Nothing, huh?
Nothing.
Oh, man, it's really
you're happy when it ends. Trust me.
We were that bad, huh?
Yeah,
all right.
I hate to say it. I mean...
It was...
It was a bummer.
Oh, man. All right, thanks a lot, man. Listen, F. Al Sharpton.
Right. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Right. I don't want to give like a full blown out review or anything, and I don't know. You know what? I even say go see it just because I want George Lucas.
Go see it because we need another one.
Yeah, I need another Star Wars. I need the Star Wars that
there
could be.
There must have been a reason for sitting through that.
Right. I think it's just to get us ready for the next one. Oh man.
Can I go on? There's so many places to go with this newscast.
Really?
You know that everybody doesn't want you to talk about the plot of Star Wars. Well, you can get it at the bookstores now.
Well, there's no plot to talk about. I saw it.
But they've got it all written out.
They do?
Yeah.
I wish someone would explain it to me.
Well, maybe you can get the book. I don't know why the book would come out before the movie if it's supposed to be so secret and you want everybody to be surprised.
Well, I think they're wise enough. They're seeing the reaction to the movie.
In the paper yesterday, they put a synopsis in of exactly what goes on in the movie. And they say right at the very beginning, if you don't want to know, don't stop reading now.
Right.
Because they were putting it all in. It's all from this book, Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace by Terry Brooks. Based on the screenplay. So there, you can get that story.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, everybody is wondering if The Mummy will withstand the competition of The Phantom Menace, Episode 1,
right.
the new Star Wars movie. Here's George Lucas. He held a press conference over the weekend. How does he feel about all the hype surrounding Star Wars?
I'm a little surprised at the amount of attention the film has got. We have actually tried very hard to not let the film be overhyped, but it sort of got out of control and got overhyped anyway. So there's not much you can do about these things, really. And
22 years to write a script.
Enthusiasm and people waiting in lines and all this stuff are just a spontaneous thing on the part of,
I wouldn't want that.
The people that have enjoyed the movies, enjoyed the experience, want to repeat that.
Oh, all right. He's dead.
And he says he's not as reclusive as he's been portrayed by the media.
I've always been very out there. It's just that in the past years, nobody's ever paid any attention. And for some reason, because I live in San Francisco, which most of the media seems to think is the end of the earth, they think of me as this kind of reclusive Howard Hughes type that doesn't do interviews. But
oh, please, it's easier to find Henry Hill. Paul, you're on the air.
Howard.
Yeah.
We're sitting out here freezing to death at Star Wars. Tell me, should we really see it? Tell me what ruined it for
I talked about Star Wars already. I told you.
We're freezing. We're listening to you to keep warm.
Well, what did I say about Star Wars?
It's pandering and boring and a kid movie. Muppets in space, basically.
Right. So if you're asking my opinion, is it worth it? But I know, like me, I had a fever to see it, so I had to see it.
You know, the lines have grown because today's the day the tickets go on sale.
Oh.
And there were a bunch of line setters who have been out there for like a month or more.
Yeah, we've been out here all night.
Well, the joke's on you guys. Wait till you go and see what you've been doing.
You know what? In USA Today, they gave it 3 stars. And
did they?
It was worth the 20-year wait.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, then maybe I don't know what I'm talking about.
You saw a different movie.
Yeah. What's up?
I saw Star Wars.
Yeah, how did you see it?
I dug it.
Oh, you liked it?
Yeah.
Oh, you liked it?
I mean, I could see what the problem is that you're having with the puppets, but it didn't bother me as much. I think the story was really good.
What story? What was the story? Tell me the story.
See, I disagree with you. I think the whole setup of Anakin is beginning in this movie. I mean, you can see what's going on.
It begins and it never goes anywhere.
Well, you got to realize that you have 2 other movies to, develop.
A movie has to be interesting in itself. It can't be
it can't be part of another movie.
Yeah.
But I thought it was interesting.
You did? All right, so you liked it. So you give it 3 stars.
At least, yeah.
Yeah, we got like 40 people out here. Everyone's buying 12 tickets apiece.
Well, there you go. Listen. Certainly I'm not going to hurt the box office. I know they were like, you can't give it a bad review. I was like, listen, I'm going to tell the truth. I'm not going to sit there and lie.
It's sad that geeks will buy anything.
No, I don't think geeks will buy anything.
I thought I was one, but they're all here. Yeah, even if it's bad, we're going to go see it.
Fred went last night, too.
He liked it, too.
Yeah, he liked it. He said he liked it.
Fred liked it?
Yeah.
Let's put it this way. All the criticism that you have, they're all valid. However, it's still better than probably a lot of things that are still out there.
Really?
Yeah. You got to judge it. You can't judge it on the other Star Wars movies. I'm not
better than the Mummy.
I'm judging it as a movie.
We did them a favor because we knocked down some of the expectations.
I think you did. I think you really did because I would have been thinking
maybe that's why I liked it a little bit better than you guys did because I was expecting the worst and it wasn't.
Wow. Well, good then. We did them a favor.
Yeah, you're helping us out here, too.
Yeah, by the way, that puppet, the main puppet,
yeah,
he was just great.
Jar Jar Binks?
No, I mean, I can see why you don't like that.
First of all, Jar Jar Binks, the name wants to just make me jump through a roof.
It really is definitely a kiddie movie.
Jar Jar.
A kiddie movie? I don't think it... This is an impression of the lead character, because he is the lead in the movie, and he's like... And you're like, what? And you go, well...
It's like Jackie on a bad day.
Me say no go to you.
It's kind of like Chinese
pigeoning. No.
Yeah, and it's like, what the hell? I don't even understand what the character's saying. You told me Regis fell asleep during the movie.
I was watching the movie and my wife asked me.
They held a whole row for Regis.
Oh, yeah.
And who did he come with?
Regis.
He came with Gelman and a couple other cronies.
I saw Conan and...
Conan?
And Andy.
Where did you see it?
At the, Lincoln Square Theater.
Isn't that where Fred was?
Yeah, but he went to the later performance.
Yeah, he was.
What time was the later performance?
8:30.
8:30?
This was at 5:30.
Huh.
So they're showing it to everybody.
I mean, if Stuttering John's getting it, then everyone's seeing it.
You might as well wait for your free ticket.
Yeah, you guys could send us some. I'd rather than sit here all day.
Why do you think all of a sudden they're showing it to so many people when they decided at first that they wouldn't show it to anybody?
I thought that was odd. First, there were going to be no screenings at all.
Right. Which made sense.
All of a sudden, things started opening up. There were going to be no advance sales on tickets.
Yeah, but
no
why?
Screening.
Why did they show it to us? Because they know the movie's not great. Or maybe they think the movie is good.
Great.
They do?
Yeah, because the person, when I was walking in, said that they really liked it. They don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Howard, I trust you.
Well, I think you're going to agree with me, but listen, Dave, maybe Fred and Stuttering John know something I don't.
Well, Howard, don't forget that Robin thought it was better than Return of the Jedi.
I did, but I hated Return.
Well, let me tell you something.
But you like
you
that
talk
one.
about a stupid movie like Titanic, which is a dumb movie.
Yeah.
At least I could say there was a beginning, middle, and end to the story. It was a ridiculous story when you sat there and watched the thing. It was manipulative, but at least, I'll tell you, for me, at least I could sit through it and say there was a story. This Star Wars had
something to hang on to.
Something. I don't think this movie has any... Would you go see it again?
Definitely.
Oh, you would?
Definitely.
Well, then you really liked it. Oh, then that's a whole different thing.
Yeah, I'm not, it seems like it's pandering. It's just kid movies and made for dolls.
Even though your friend, revealed some things on Lotus Notes,
Who's my friend?
Ralph.
I didn't read anything.
No, I did. I
mean, Ralph wrote a review on Lotus Notes?
No, he just said something that was, it kind of...
Gave away something?
Yeah. I mean, I'll tell you off the, what he did.
What did he say? What did he do? Tell me on the air.
No, because I can't, I don't want to blow up.
Don't worry, nobody cares. Go ahead. What did he say?
No, I don't want to. I really don't want to, because to me...
You're a great storyteller.
I'm sorry.
Your friend.
How long you guys been online out there?
We've since 6 o'clock last night.
What's the matter, John? You can't handle that he's my friend and you're not?
No, I was just mad that he...
Oh, my friend.
No, I was just mad that he put something on there.
You're counting who my friends are and who aren't?
Well, I was just...
The guy has a name. You can use it.
Yeah, just say Ralph.
All right, sorry.
My friend. That's an angry statement.
All right, I'm sorry.
You're angry because Ralph's my friend.
I am not. I really don't care. I'm just mad that he put that...
Yeah.
I just couldn't believe that he would put that so all of us could...
Should I have brought you instead of Ralph? Is that it?
I really don't
Your
care.
friend. Do I call any people you know your friend?
I don't know. Then I said to them...
Your jealousy is showing through. You should put another jacket on. It's starting to smell.
It probably is.
Yeah, the jealousy is starting to smell.
No, but
you're so strange.
But, if you saw...
I'm not your girlfriend. You don't have to get jealous.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know what I'm talking about?
No.
Think about it. You know what you do after the show? You ask Robin, since she has to explain everything to you anyway. Ask your friend Robin. She'll explain it to you.
That expression,
No, I hear you loud and clear.
All right.
I've gotten you from the day you got here. Trust me, I got your number pegged.
All right, Howard.
All right. How long you been on that line?
He said since yesterday.
Oh, God. That's nuts. That is insane. I don't know, man. I'm telling you, everyone I saw walked out of there like woozy from hating it.
Did you enjoy, like, the action sequences at all?
Yeah, of course, but it's like going to a 3D movie where there's no story. It's like
just to see the effects.
Have you seen The Mummy, Howard?
No, I haven't.
Did you, Robin?
Yes.
And did you like it?
I like the special effects in that one too.
No. I was saying, did you like this movie better than The Mummy?
They're on a par, I would say.
See, I think this one...
She hated The Mummy. She hated Star Wars.
Same problems in both movies.
You want a story?
All the money spent on
the
special effects. Nobody wrote a script.
What is the story? Tell me the story. What did you see that was a story?
the beginnings of Darth Vader. No, yeah.
What did you learn about it? He was a little boy. That's it. He left his mother.
A lot of things for people, but
who he was, you would have never guessed.
There are plenty of things that you learn, and also
learn. Yeah. Where's the story? Where's the story arc? Nothing happens to the kid.
You know, something definitely happens.
What happens?
I don't want to give away the movie, but obviously, Howard, I mean, I can't believe you say nothing happens. I mean,
nothing happened. Nothing happened with the kid.
See, I don't want to give away the movie for all the people who want to see it.
I see.
But
all right. Well,
off the air, I'll tell you a lot of things that happened.
I don't want to listen. I don't want to argue about Star Wars. Go see it. No, everyone's going to go see it anyway. I said I don't like it.
Join in the conversation.
But I think maybe you guys, like, you got to go in with a complete new movie. It's not.
Of course I did. What do you think? I'm stupid? You think you're smart and I'm dumb?
I don't even remember the other movie.
No,
John.
Howard, you know, I'm not here to argue with you.
John, when I went with my friend, we sat there and watched the movie. We're both fans of the movie. I brought 2 other friends with me.
And my friends and I.
Yeah, and we just walked out.
See, I was saying that because I was mad at him, so I said your friend, meaning not my friend.
There were times that I would sit there and zone out during the movie. I mean, there was such monologues and talking.
I talked to another of Howard's friends, and he said he didn't like it either.
Mm-hmm. Which friend was that?
Booger.
Oh, Booger.
Yeah, but you know, you guys were all in probably the same group, hating it together. So
no, we didn't talk. We didn't talk during the movie.
You didn't goof on it as it went along? Because a lot of times when we all go see a movie together, we all eat.
No, we all decided ahead of time we didn't want anybody ruining the movie for anybody else with their stupid-ass commentary.
We didn't ruin it for anybody else around you. We were in a room full of people.
Yeah. No, it was a crummy movie. I mean, it was a real disappointment.
All right, so how many stars do you give it? 1?
I give it 1. Yeah, I do. I mean, I thought technically it was great.
I would give it 2 just for the technical stuff.
Yeah, but why would you know what? I don't care how many bells and whistles you put in a movie. I still gotta want to watch it. You know, that's what a good movie is. And the first 3 Star Wars, and I happen to like Return of the Jedi. I'm telling you, I'm not a difficult customer.
And the thing is,
it's Robin what I watch.
If you had a bad technical effects movie, but it had a good story, you'd live with it.
Yep. Yeah.
Because a story can really do a lot for you.
Yeah. 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 See Jackie cut his hair? Yeah. Looks like a driver's ed teacher.
Turn around there.
It's so funny, right?
Oh, my God.
Someone said to me after Jackie left the room, do you like Jackie's haircut? And I said, it makes him look a lot older.
Yeah,
he's starting to look like a dad.
Everything I do makes me
dad.
No.
It's a grandpa.
Yeah, I know. You know what?
Why don't you get another safari full of people in there to fix your hair there, Smiley? Why don't you parade?
You know what it is?
Why don't you parade the whole goddamn city in here to try and make your hair look good on camera?
Oh, I'm so jealous. My flowing mane is making him jealous.
Why don't you get your friend to fix your hair?
So you know what it is? Remember that, you know the movie where Michael Douglas goes insane? He's like he's a driver.
Yeah, men.
Falling Down.
Falling Down?
Yeah.
He goes crazy?
Yeah.
If you put like little black glasses on Jackie from the 50s, he looks like a driver's ed instructor.
That guy.
I agree. I look like a Marine.
Yeah.
It's all right.
God, you look so old. Now you look 50s. Now
you're a drill sergeant.
With the long hair, he kind of looked a little, hippie-ish.
Like Sergeant Carter now.
Something was going on.
Well, he
was mad because in the back he was saying, I should have cut it when I lost weight. But what the hell?
You got a philosophy.
It's a major move cutting off the pony.
It is. Ponytail, but plus the back looks like Baba Booey's hair, like that monkey look. The back is all shaved. And he tells me he was gonna shave the sides of his head and everything.
What?
Yeah.
You can work on me all day. I ain't Mighty Joe Young from the back.
Turn around. Let Robin see the back.
I just saw.
Wait.
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are. Take a look at that.
Yeah, you got that square head looking.
Yeah. That's all right, though. It's good for the joke, man. For the summer.
I'm old.
That's right.
He's willing
My
to...
summer cuts.
He's willing to cop.
How many ways can I package it?
Howard, you know what's funny about it?
What?
Now that you're short, it sort of accentuates the fact that Jackie's hairline's getting higher.
Yeah.
It looks a little bit bolder just right in front.
Unlike yours, which is approaching your eyebrows.
Oh, man.
You can tell my family's been walking erect for years.
Except when they drink.
That's good, That's a good one. I fall back. I fall back and I won. I fall back and I won.
Well, there it is. Jackie cut his hair. John likes Star Wars. Fred likes Star Wars.
And John doesn't like Ralph.
Someone tells me Jackie is selling his hair trimmings on his website.
You're kidding.
Get out of here.
No.
Brand of Jackie
That's
hair.
kind of a joke. There's only like 10 hunks.
All right.
You know what would be nice, though, if he'd given us the ponytail and we could have sent that off for drug testing.
How much for shipping and handling?
Oh, please. You could have smoked that hair. You would have been in Nirvana.
Could have been high.
Yeah.
No, I really should
like
have done
crack.
that.
Should put that hair in.
I'm sure it's still over there.
Put it in the bowl!
Smoke it. On the hookah.
Yeah, I'd like to know what's in there.
Jackie Jokeman Marlin. Okay, that's good. And Amy Fisher, this is going to kill you. Can't believe you guys like Star Wars. I think they like Star Wars just because we hated it so much.
I'm telling you, we knocked down the movie so much that they had an opportunity to go in.
I went in expecting to really think it was a stinker.
Yeah, and then you can enjoy it a little better.
Yeah.
Right. All right.
From that respect, I mean, had I probably gone not knowing anything, I might have had more of a similar reaction, but I didn't.
No offense, I think it's more like...
It's better than Titanic, though. Titanic I hated.
Oh, no. Titanic is a masterpiece compared to this.
Titanic is crap.
Yeah, Titanic works.
Oh, no, it didn't. You knew that, I mean, please, from beginning to end, it was just like schlock.
Robin, what's in the news?
Today is opening, well, tonight at midnight, it'll be opening day for Star Wars.
Thank God, I'm so sick.
Finally here.
I'm so sick of waiting for Star Wars.
Yes, that we can get this done with.
Yeah, because I can't wait for everyone to call up and say I was right about how bad it sucked.
Yeah, so let's get it out of the way. Let's help the hype.
Yeah, let's move that out of the way.
Here's Samuel L. Jackson, one of the stars, to say that he told George Lucas he didn't care how large or small his role was, that he was glad his character may return.
Oh, that's good. Just keep sucking butt.
Yeah, because it is a small role.
Yeah. What number?
Number 14.
14, Robin. My God.
Oy gevult.
Oy vey.
I told him that I really didn't care how large or small the role was. I just really wanted to be in it. I mean, I was pretty much willing to...
Oh, please, Massa Lucas, put me in the movie. Anything.
I knew I was in the film.
Oh, come on.
It didn't matter if anybody else knew or not.
Please.
So I guess I'm pretty lucky to end up with a role that has the possibility of being extended.
Whatever.
Yeah, well, there's certainly plenty for you to do. You did nothing in this one.
You better make the second one better.
Natalie Portman says seeing her photograph everywhere is taking some getting used to. Number 15.
Yeah, because look what's going on. I already asked her out to her prom.
That's right. See there? She's already getting dates out of it.
I want to go out with her. I mean, I want to take her to her prom. I don't mean in a sexual way. She's too young for me, and I'm married, but...
Why do you want to take her to a prom?
I just think it'd be fun to be seen with her. Natalie.
Didn't want to go to his own prom.
Hard to get used to, but I knew what I was getting into. You know?
It's real tough to get used to.
Star Wars.
It's great.
And not realize what's going to happen. Although it's a lot more hype than I ever imagined.
Liam Neeson has been talking a lot, and he doesn't really appreciate Star Wars fans, and says no matter what happens to him in his career, he would never. I mean, he said if I was on my last legs, I would never show up at a Star Wars convention. He even went so far as to say he was giving up movies after this.
Right.
But now he's kind of retracting that statement.
Yeah, he said he was going to give up movies and just concentrate on theater.
Theater, yes.
Yeah, they should put him in Cats for the rest of his life.
Put him in one of those outfits.
Yeah.
Here he is on the interview where he said he wanted to retire from acting.
I did an interview a few weeks ago, and I just come off playing Oscar Wilde on the West End stage and on Broadway, and 2 films back to back, and I was just kind of burnt out and wanted to fight it all.
What?
And then it kind of took off.
What's he talking about?
His burnout.
He still sounds burnt out. Graham called me up last night from England. Said, mate, I've just been watching the news. First item, Kosovo. The next item, Liam Neeson's leaving the business. I says, well, it's not true.
So he's not retiring from acting.
Oh, good, we can all sleep.
And here he is on acting with characters that will be added later as special effects.
The acting process is the same. It was a little bit harder to get into because you're effectively acting with actors that aren't there. I've been kind of liking it to actors who remain on their trailers and refuse to come out for the scene, but you still have to go on and act it, you know?
Okay. Here's a scene from The Phantom Menace featuring Liam Neeson and Ewan McGregor.
Don't center on your anxieties, everyone. Keep your concentration here and now where it belongs.
But Master Yoda said I should be mindful of the future.
But not at the expense of the moment. Be mindful of the living force, young Padawan.
Yes, Master.
This is about where I fell asleep.
That's as bad exciting as the movie is.
Yeah, the whole movie's like that. Yeah. I'm not kidding you. You just sit there and go...
And he's a good actor. He's not even that good. I mean, he's okay in it.
For him to do.
Yeah, I mean, Liam Neeson happens to be a very good actor.
Yeah.
And in fact, the only excitement is watching him because at least...
Something might happen.
Yeah, something might happen.
You think something's going to happen, but it doesn't.
Because they put this great actor in there, you think something's going to happen.
Yeah, he would have been... man, imagine if it was a good movie and you had a cool guy like that doing it. It'd be great.
That'd be nice, but...
Didn't work out.
Didn't happen.
Right. All right, next time. We got to wait till 2002. I'm already online for the next one.
Even ClubLove.com is getting into this Star Wars mania.
Yeah.
They are now announcing that they have 6 photos of Carrie Fisher, who played Princess Leia in the original Star Wars trilogy. Timothy Hutton, Richard Dreyfuss.
Oh, wait.
Buck Henry, Matt Stone, and Trey Parker.
Nude pictures of Buck Henry?
No.
Oh.
Watching intently during the making of a XXX-rated film called Profile Number 8.
Oh.
So they just have pictures of these guys sitting around watching a porno.
Who cares?
I'm just telling you what's happening.
I'll tell you one thing. I was on Danny's hard drive.
Yeah.
And they made this film called Bra Wars.
Yes, that's a takeoff on Star Wars, right?
So, I clicked in because I have a membership. And I clicked in. And Star Wars made them remove Bra Wars.
You're kidding.
They're in court over it right now, but Danny says that they will get clearance to show Bra Wars.
So you couldn't see Bra Wars?
You can't see it on there now.
Because I've been hearing about Bra Wars. Everybody's doing a takeoff.
Yeah. So I just went into the chat room with this Chinese broad. You can watch her on camera, and she was, like, playing with herself.
Was that
the ugly one you were telling me about?
Yeah, she was real ugly, and all the guys were yelling at her. They said, get the camera off your face.
Cover your face.
It's funny in there. You got to go on there.
I want to do that.
The chicks just do stuff to themselves, and then, like, the guys yell at them.
But do you see everything everybody else is typing?
Yeah, oh, yeah. It's like a chat room, yeah.
It's like a chat room.
Yeah. But you chat to the chick.
So it's kind of funny to see other guys yelling at her, too.
Yeah. Some of them are, like, in love with her. No matter how ugly the chick is, they're in love. I emailed her a paper bag. I said, who are you, Hop Singh's daughter? Yeah. So Woody Allen wouldn't even date you.
Wait a minute. So could you tell her to, like, go into the kitchen and get a paper bag or something like that? Nobody thought of that.
Nobody thought of that. I thought of it. I just didn't want to insult her. Because I'm afraid they'll throw me off because I have a free membership.
Uh-huh.
So, like, I don't want to abuse my free membership.
Oh, I see.
I said, hey, honey, go make me a pot of rice. Put your clothes back on. But some of the chicks are good looking.
Yeah.
And they just stand there and they'll do whatever you tell them to do.
And are there different rooms? Or
is that fun?
Not really, because, like, well, it's weird because everyone's typing, like Danny, when she was in here, she said, a lot of the guys just type, hey, wave to me.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, wait, I mean, like, let's get some Crisco and let's do some weird stuff.
Are you sure you're not on there with a bunch of people who work for them?
I don't know, because I get in, I think there'd be a lot of effort to go to.
Right.
But, like, I go on there, and I start telling her, like, you know, put her whole fist places.
And?
Sometimes she ignores me.
She didn't even answer.
Sometimes they do what you tell them to do, and sometimes they don't.
Have you ever tried, like, that, where is it, where you go in and you talk to her personally, one-on-one?
Yeah, I haven't figured out how to do that. I can't seem to get alone with any of these chicks. I went on once at, like, 3 in the morning.
Uh-huh.
And there were tons of guys in there telling these chicks what to do.
3 in the morning?
Yeah.
You're really getting a case.
Hey, I have nothing to do. I want to see what's going on. I thought maybe I could get some free time. Like alone with some of these chicks. Yeah, some alone time. But
it's like hundreds of guys on there. How could she possibly respond to
she
all
can't.
of them?
Do they have more than one room?
And they're like maniacs, because they have tons of rooms.
Just so she takes them at random?
Yeah, but they're like maniacs. They type so damn fast.
The horny.
Yeah. They're like, I love you, Susie. They know their names.
To get her attention.
But I'm like, hey, guys, how do you know their names?
Losers.
Yeah, they're losers.
A lot of people are going to call in and give their opinion of Star Wars. I'm glad. I'd love to hear what they have to say.
Yeah, I'm interested in what people on the street are saying after staying up all night to see it.
You know there were 3 a.m. showings?
There were showings all night long, and somebody told me the other day that they were in a cab, and the guy was telling them that there were still a few tickets left for the 6 a.m. showing.
6 a.m.? I mean, people are getting the day off from work. Who are these maniacs?
No, some people are just taking it. You know, they're calling it phantom flu.
Oh, my God.
It's going to hit...
What is it? What is
Wookie Hookie.
Oh, Wookie Hookie. I heard that. Say Wookie Hookie again, because I want to bring your volume up.
Wookie Hookie.
Is that higher or lower? Say again.
How are you, Howard?
Yeah, that's good. Okay, that I like. Thank you. Like the music stopped. All right, we're going to be back right after these words.
That's everything.
Yeah.
Is your life a mess?
You don't even have a husband.
Is your marriage failing?
When I have a husband and I can tell you one.
Where are your kids? You say you don't have a husband because your husband left you when he cheated.
Just talk to Howard Stern.
Talk about the man who had to go find another woman because he couldn't take the constant rattling in his head from your voice.
The Love Doctor.
You're disgusting because no man can live with you.
You're a very sick man.
That's right, I'm very sick.
How do you make your money being sick?
You're a big, fat, divorced woman.
Yeah, right. That's what you...
Who is miserable with her job and her life and only wishes she could have sex with me.
He gives hope to the heartbroken.
Well, let me tell you, don't call me a moron.
And heartburn to the hopeful.
You're lying.
All I know is that really wasn't nice what you said.
He's the Love Doctor.
What's it like to be so alone?
Howard Stern.
Hi, I'm Debbie Matenopoulos. Here's a man that provides boners to millions of listeners with porn stars, lesbians, strippers, and flat-out whores. Howard Stern.
The Howard Stern.
I bang her hard. Very, very hard. Gently at first, and then hard. You have to get through that thick head. Right? Yeah.
You'll even know.
She needs it hard.
Hard.
Some girls need it hard because otherwise they don't know what's going on.
I don't get it.
That's right. I'd bang her hard if I had something hard. Maybe I'd use a bat.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to use the assistant.
Easy, honey. Yeah, come on. Don't be upset. Don't be upset they threw you off the view. Come on. Oh, Debbie. Oh, Debbie. Come on, honey. Come on. Oh, hey, who's this other guy in bed with us? Debbie. Yeah. Come on. Come on, more. I'm not done yet.
Sounds like the guy's turning into a werewolf.
Try to buck me off like a bucking bronco. Yeah. Let me bite you. Flip over. Now flip over again. Now flip over again. Oh, you hit me in the head with your foot. Flip over again. Flip over again. Come on. Yeah.
When do you fall out of the bed?
I'm like a human corkscrew. Come on, honey. Yeah, Wilbur. P.U.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that. All right. All right, let me get some more reviews of Star Wars. That's what people want to hear. Let's see. All right, here we go. Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you think?
Well, I saw the 12:05 showing in Phoenix.
Was it packed?
It was really packed.
Sold out.
Oh, completely.
Were people in costume?
Were people in costume?
Oh, yeah. It's insane.
These are the real nutcases.
Fred's wearing a Darth Maul outfit today.
Yeah. So, like, two things I'm going to say before I go into it is, A, I'm a big fan of the show. B, I have a slight stammer, so please be patient, okay? Thank you. Anyways, basically, the film started, and I was waiting for it to suck, and I'm just sitting there, and 1 minute, 5 minutes, 20 minutes, and you know what? The only conclusion there's only two possible things. A, you guys saw a different movie, or Lucas paid you off to lower people's expectations.
Oh, you loved it. You loved it.
Oh, dude, it was great.
How old are you?
I'm 27.
Really? Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, and I mean, people just dug it, and you know what? People, I mean, I hate to say it, were cursing your name, saying, Howard's wrong. I mean, people were just, people are fans of your show, and they're going, what was he, like,
really?
They were like,
I tell you,
on crack.
I don't get it. Robin is on crack, but that has nothing to do with anything.
That has nothing to do with my review.
No offense, you're from...
People here love you, and they couldn't understand it. They're like,
well, there's plenty of people on the phone who thought it sucked, so I'm not the only one.
And I still can't believe it. So I'm thinking like, you're goofing on us or something.
No, not at all.
Are you going to work today?
Me? Yeah, I am.
Yeah. I want to know how people go to a midnight showing anyway.
Yeah, it was pretty tough. I'm loaded up on coffee right now.
All right. Later, dude. What do you do for a living? I'm curious.
I work at an internet provider.
Yeah, see, he can get away with being tired today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you're an
Don't
internet
mind
provider.
free. Thank you.
All right, thank you. I don't know. I think he's putting me on. What do you think of that? You're on the air.
Hey, what's up, Jackie? Listen, I want to fight you for 10 minutes, boxing on no holds barred.
Who, Jackie or me?
Jackie.
I'll do it.
All right, talk to me about Star Wars.
Star Wars, it was no good. I saw it last night, 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
Worst thing I've ever seen.
Wow.
Almost sick to my stomach over here.
Yeah, I know. I can't imagine
How
some
much
guy...
did you pay for your tickets?
$15.
I can't even imagine somebody saying they loved it. I mean, I can see maybe you say, well, it wasn't that bad, but...
It was all right, but...
Yeah.
I mean, it was...
Would you go see it again?
Would I go see it again? No.
No, me neither.
Nah, I don't. Maybe the next one.
Yeah. Did you actually vomit?
Did I vomit?
Yeah.
Oh, nah.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, I want to talk to some of those people who paid $100 for tickets.
They had to love it. They had no choice. Paige, go ahead.
How's it going? I just saw it right now because I'm in L.A. and I just came out of the movie theater about an hour ago. And, you know, I mean, I'm not a big Star Wars freak. I don't have anything that has the word Stars or Wars in the same sentence in my room. But I gotta admit, it was good, you know? I enjoyed it. There was maybe one or two, I mean, that Jar Jar Binks was hella annoying.
Yeah.
You know, he was annoying at some point. And during the middle, it got kind of slow. But you gotta admit, the ending with what happened at the ending. And
yeah, I mean, 5 minutes was good, but I don't even know how you could say it was good.
The sword fight was just awesome. I mean, I was thinking to myself, why would Howard say something like this? I kind of came up with this conclusion, like, I think you kind of pissed off about Lucas because...
No, I'm really not. I love Lucas.
I'll tell you what.
No, dude, what about I didn't like the movie? I mean,
I'll tell you why. I think because your movie came out 2 years ago.
Yeah, but so what? He had nothing to...
And Lucas re-released his films.
Not on my weekend. In fact, Lucas...
Everybody's going to say.
I just telling you, I'm a huge Star Wars fan. I've seen every one of them like 20 times.
But didn't you ever say, like, wow?
And I even like Return of the Jedi. Yeah, I did say wow. I thought that the actual film looked great. It was tremendous technology, but the movie was such a bore fest. I mean, I was bored. I mean, there were times we started talking during it because we were just like...
There was nothing else to do.
There was like these long monologues with the mom and the kid, and I was just like, dude, give me some action.
You're right. I'll admit, there was once or twice that was pretty boring, but I'm not going to say...
All right, so you liked it. Thank you. All right, I mean, we need a whole 12-hour review from this guy.
So, you know, he got jazz for the special effects.
Yeah. Yeah, Mike, go ahead. And why would I be mad at George Lucas?
Everybody's trying to figure it out.
Yeah. How about I didn't like the movie? I mean, there's enough people writing the same thing. Mike, go ahead.
Horrible movie.
Horrible, yeah. When did you go?
I went to the 3:30.
Yeah.
3:30 in the morning. Actually, everything would be horrible at 3:30 in the morning.
It better be good at that.
I left the bar with a bunch of my friends that went there.
So you were loaded.
3:30 in the morning, screaming, telling everyone it was horrible.
Yeah.
I walked out halfway through it.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I would have walked out. Easy with the F word.
Oh, sorry.
All right. Thank you.
I'm going to bed. Good.
Did people actually walk out of the movie with you?
Yeah.
Really?
Everyone I went with.
Wow. Later. Yeah. Hey, that's who goes to the movies. The guys who are loaded.
These are the people.
These are the people you got to attract to a Star
Who didn't
Wars.
see Star Wars high? Give me a break.
See, they're going to make tons of money because now everybody's going to go to see it just to give their review.
So they can hate it, too. I know what they're hating.
Yeah, you want to be in on it. You want to have an opinion.
That's right. You got to be able to talk about it, how you hated it.
I don't get it. Yeah, Chad.
Howard, what's up, man?
Yo.
It's an honor to talk to you. You're like the best entertainer in America.
Thanks.
Dude, I'm a bartender at BB King's, so I'm used to staying up late. And I went and saw it at like 1 o'clock. And, man, you were right. I mean, some of the special effects were cool, but that whole Jar Jar guy, I just wanted him to, like, die early.
Yeah.
Did you want him killed?
Well, when I was seeing it, I knew nothing about the movie. I thought, like, I said, I hope he's not going to be in the whole movie.
He was like Charlie Chan or something. He was always, like, you know, bumping into stuff or causing trouble.
Yeah, he was like a little animated character.
Accidentally, he'd always make out.
Yeah, it was almost
Howard,
like...
if you ever make it to Memphis, come to BB King's. I've been there for 3 years, and I'll probably be there for 3 more.
Thanks, man. It was like Roger Rabbit, but worse.
Yeah.
I was like, get that thing out of the movie. Maybe it'll be cool. Ugh.
And it was such a drawing.
Yeah. It was a cartoon. It was like a cartoon in the middle of my Star Wars movie.
It was like, this is a mistake.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't get it. Yeah, Danny. Danny.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead. You're on the air.
Oh, Howard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was here this morning, 4 o'clock in Yonkers.
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock this morning, the show started.
Was it packed?
There was nobody.
Nobody.
Maybe 20 people in the whole theater.
Oh.
Right.
But I liked it. I personally liked it myself.
Really?
And the people I was with 4 other friends of mine. And we were all at the show this morning.
Really?
Are you going to see it again?
I would see it again, but I don't see myself going on my own. Like, if I'm going with people who never went before, I'd go with them.
Did you finish high school?
Yes, sir, I did.
All right, I'm just trying to get a profile. Trying to understand. All
And
right,
I've been to college.
All right, thank you.
One thing.
Yeah.
F. Jackie.
Okay. Felt good to say that, didn't it?
Yes, but very good. I've been waiting for a long time to say that.
I got to be honest with you, it felt good when I wrote it. Thank you.
Take care.
Can you believe that stuck? I wrote that book. I had no idea that would be so popular
You
with
didn't
people.
know that was a catchphrase.
No. F. Jackie.
You were just venting.
People have been saying it now. How long ago I wrote that book?
Years.
5 years?
5 years.
One listener called up one day and changed the real word to F, and it
Right.
was like
And it stuck.
downhill since
Yeah.
or up.
We found a way to use it.
And people have done variations. Once in a while you hear an F. Robin or an F. Fred, but it's mostly F. Jackie.
Mostly.
Yeah.
America's taking it to their heart.
Right.
Everybody says it.
Everybody loves to say it.
I mean, I love it when you're at a movie or anywhere and people say, F. Jackie.
Right. It's music to our ears.
I even like it.
Well, you like anything that has to do with you.
Yeah, if it has Jackie in it.
Well, they say the sweetest thing you can hear is the sound of your own name. I'm not sure what that word in front of it is.
Because someone said to me, was Jackie upset that you goofed on his houses for an hour and a half yesterday? And I said, of course not. I said, he loves it.
It was all about him.
Yeah, I mean, he gets worked up over it, but he loves it. It's about him.
The whole show is focused on me.
But she goes, yeah, he's like, I just had an hour and a half free commercial for me, promoting me.
Absolutely.
Tell the world what a jerk I am.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care.
I'm raising the prices of my tapes.
Yeah, another $25.
Oh, no. $18 shipping and handling.
I'm more famous than I ever imagined.
Oh!
I'm going to be on Match Game.
That was Lee Harvey Oswald.
Sweardo, go ahead.
Dude, I saw the movie twice already.
Star Wars.
Already. So you give it repeat business.
Yeah.
What are you on?
What?
Huh?
This is bongers.
K.
Bongers, okay.
Special K.
Ecstasy.
Ecstasy.
It's herbal.
E.K. I did, so what do you want to say?
Well, the first time I saw it was pretty good. It was alright. It was just, movie. The second time I saw it, it got better.
How come?
Herbal enlightenment.
Yeah, because he was high as a kite.
I see. Okay.
All right. Oh, there you
That's
go.
your recommendation. Get high and go see it.
Well, he might be right. Caswell, go ahead.
Howard, what
Dude.
the hell is up with people dressing up like Chewbacca at 12:30 in the morning?
I don't know, man. It's. I got to admit, that's pretty scary.
Have you got a Chewbacca suit in your closet?
No.
You know, you couldn't just pull one out because it's today.
Those things, I mean, do you have to have this thing standing by? Like, you knew years ago that the movie was coming out, and they planned their strategy.
Wouldn't you think those people are nerds?
I think they go well beyond nerds.
Yeah, I mean, like, what is it?
Are
they the same guys that go to the Star Trek convention
I think so.
and dress up as Spock?
Yeah.
Man.
Oh, my God. There was a guy that looked like Sulu dressed up like Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Bad
Anyway,
mix, man. Bad mix.
what'd you think of the movie?
I was expecting it to be god-awful.
Right.
I mean, I heard your review. I wasn't expecting much. I found it somewhat enjoyable, but, I mean, I only went because it was free, and I didn't have to stand in line. But
How'd you work that?
they had the movie premiere. I saw it, like, last Tuesday.
No.
But, I mean, these people...
How'd you get into the premiere?
Huh?
How did you get into the premiere?
Well, a friend of mine worked in an ad agency.
Oh, all right. I'm just trying to figure it out.
Well, yeah, I heard you were talking about it, that you saw it, like, the weekend before I did.
Yeah, I felt bad, too. I wanted to really love it.
I didn't want to really love it. I was kind of hoping I could bash it to all these people. It's the most fun was being able to tell these dorks that are taking days off of work that are like diehard fans. Oh, yeah, I already saw it.
Yeah.
Oh, no, don't tell me about it. Don't tell me about it. Running out of the room.
Yeah, I want to tell them all about it.
Just tell me the ending, man.
Ralph told me he went into the Star Wars chat room on AOL and just wrote down the ending.
Yeah.
They were all like panicked. You ruined it, man.
Butler.
All right. Thanks, dude.
Hey, thank you.
Right. Oh, there it is. He kind of liked it. Well, maybe I did them a favor. I lowered the expectation.
And everybody else who bashed.
Right. Whatever. Cheers. Believe me, I got to get a life, too, Because Star Wars. I'm so done with it.
You're listening to a man who prefers to hide behind a telephone answering machine to avoid just about everybody. Howard Stern.
All right. Stuttering John is online with the Star Wars fans.
Hey, Howard.
What's going on out there?
Howard, there are lines around the block.
Wow.
You know, with so many different kinds of people. Old, young,
Is
black.
anybody in costume?
Yeah, I have 3 people here. I have Darth Maul, and I got the guy with the big Yoda on his back, and we have Obi-Wan Kenobi. I think he's Chinese, though.
Let me speak to Darth Maul.
Darth Maul. Right. Hey.
Hey, man, so you're wearing...
What are you doing?
How you doing? You're wearing the Darth Maul costume
What's
to
that?
You're wearing the Darth Maul costume to the movie?
I am.
And do you feel silly doing that?
No, I feel really, I'm enjoying it. I love it. You know, it's in the spirit of the movie.
Have you seen...
I'm a huge fan, and I want to express that today.
Have you seen the movie yet?
I saw the movie last night.
What did you think?
I thought it was really good. There's a lot of good scenes in it. Breaking it out scene by scene, I think the pod race is my favorite part. I want to see it again just for that.
Boy, you got to sit through a lot to get to that race. I don't know.
No, you're right. It's slow going for a little bit, but you know what? I think if you're a little bit patient, it pays off.
All right, well, I disagree.
Yeah, I told you.
Yeah.
I told you people would go just for those special effects.
Right.
Yeah, you know what? The set design. I mean, if this movie's being judged on a different standard than every other movie, I think it's a little unfair. I mean, if you compare it to Mustard Trek that's out there, I mean, it's like. Yeah, I mean, everybody made a big deal about The Matrix, okay? And you look at this, it's just a grander scope. It's a bigger scale, you know?
The Matrix was a good movie.
Had a good story.
Well, The Matrix had a great story, too. But this is like, it's epic. It's Lawrence of Arabia in space or something. You know what I mean?
Caught up in the hype.
How
old are you in that Darth Maul outfit?
27.
27.
Yeah, and I'm skipping work today to be here.
He's got Wookiee fever.
I got Wookiee fever.
All right, dude. Thanks, man.
All right, man. Take it easy.
Later. Hey, you got to hear this one. Yeah.
Do I talk to Obi-Wan? He's got a lightsaber.
Nah, you know, it's making me nuts. Come back here.
All right.
All right. Now, you got to hear this one.
What?
So Gary, Baba Booey, goes back to Scott the engineer. You know, he had to do some work. So they thought Scott had a new intern and stuff. It wasn't a new intern. It was Scott's son. Scott's son's a big kid.
Scott's son is here?
He took him out of school to take him to Star Wars today.
He's one of them.
Don't you think that's irresponsible?
Absolutely. The movie's playing on the weekend.
I mean, what is that about?
Where's Scott's son?
I don't know, but where's Scott? I got to ask him about
another one
that.
of those guys who's trying to be his son's hero.
I know. He wants to win his son over. It's like,
Another one of those dads who wants to be a face.
I don't think it's right you took your son out of school to see Star Wars. I'm serious, man. I don't get that.
Well,
what?
He's doing really well in school.
Yeah.
So
but what if every kid in the school decides to go see Star Wars and there's no, like, your kid's special? I don't get that. I don't get the responsibility of a parent taking the kid out of school for Star Wars. I understand if the kid's got to go to the hospital. I don't understand.
Well, this is the way he'll treat his job just the way Scott treats his job.
So it was important to take your daughter out of school to take your daughter to work day.
But it was an organized thing by the school.
Yeah, okay.
That was organized by the school. They're not having Star Wars Day.
Well,
I would never take my kid out for Star Wars.
He's doing really well, and, we thought that it would be a good idea.
So all the other kids, screw them. Your kid will go because he's doing well.
School is not important.
And then the teacher has to, like, sort of make up. You admit, you just want your son to think you're cool and you want to win him over.
Yeah, you're getting brownie points with your son.
Right.
Not at all.
So what time are you going?
I think there's a 1 o'clock show.
Well, I think there's a 1 o'clock show.
Do you have tickets?
Yes, we have tickets.
No, so you know what time the show is.
Well, it's around 1 o'clock, somewhere like that.
That's right. When are we going to go? I'm going to dress up as Darth Maul.
I'm going to take him with a bunch of other idiots, and we're going to sit there and watch the movie.
Yeah, we're going to wreck our kids' lives.
I'm going to use the bald force.
Dude, why not on the weekend so you don't have to take your kid out of school? I don't get taking your kid out of school for this. I think it teaches them the wrong lesson. Maybe I'm old-fashioned.
But Scott doesn't really care about his job. His job is a burden to him. It's something he goes to and complains about every day. And his son will grow up the same way.
No.
He'd really much rather be online as Star Wars every day.
Right.
Oh,
I agree.
Okay, so I disagree with you, but, I think that is a reward for doing well in school.
Can he go on the weekend?
Take him on the weekend.
We can keep him out one day. I mean, it's not going to hurt him. I mean, kids...
Yeah, but what if every parent does that?
They lose funding,
We just had a conversation with the woman who came down here to see Steve Austin.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
The other day.
Right.
Did you hear that?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And I kept him in school not to bring him here because I was asked by the staff here to bring my son on Friday.
Right. And you chose to keep him in school.
Yeah.
What do you mean you were asked by the staff?
We thought it'd be funny to watch Scott's son meet Stone Cold Steve Austin.
He's another one of these wrestling fans?
Oh, yeah.
And let me tell you something. Scott did the right thing, kept this kid in school.
Well, who in the world on this staff would even ask that?
Gary. Man.
Baba Booey.
So not for wrestling, but for Star Wars.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm trying to teach my son that it's okay to skip school.
That's right.
No,
and your daughter skipped school.
Get responsibility.
So it's all right. Yeah, you had your daughter on the air. Why can't I have my son?
It's not the rule. It's the exception.
Star Wars is going to be around
forever.
He doesn't have to miss school.
Waited for it to come
so
out
in other words, the
video.
teacher is showing up to school today under the assumption that she's going to teach these kids for the day. Your son's going to miss everything and have to make it all up. So she's going to have to repeat. So if all the kids do this, she can repeat the entire day for them. Right. Good. Good message you're sending. Super.
Thank you.
Wookiee fever. This is called stupid hooky. It's not even. It's your dad sanctioning hooky.
Yeah.
Imagine teaching Mr. Salem.
And then when his kid is skipping school on his own, he'll go, "What are you doing?" "Well, Dad, you taught me."
Oh, you taught me, Dad.
There has to be parental supervision when you...
I decided this was a special day, too, and I should be rewarded.
Right. Why not reward ourselves every day, Dad? All right.
I mean, if he had bad grades...
Oh, please, be quiet.
Yeah, bad grades.
Maybe we wouldn't. We probably would anyway.
It wouldn't matter if I took him to movies anyways. Because he'd be
Let him go to the movies every day, then. Maybe he doesn't even need school. He's so smart.
That's right. Maybe I should do that.
How long before Jack Daniels hooky?
Son, let me introduce you to alcohol.
I've something that, you know when I introduce you to Star Wars? No, man, that honeys.com must have crashed because now the whole thing's locked up. Everybody must be on there. So where's the kid? You bringing him in or you keep him off the air?
No, he'll stay in there.
Oh, you don't want him on the air, huh?
No, that's... I mean, I can keep him out of school, but him on the air is absolutely no good.
Really? Wow.
I don't want his mind corrupted, you know?
You know?
You know what? Maybe the kid should be out of school for Star Wars. He has to live with Scott.
He deserves it. Son, why don't you take a week off? I've got a great bag of weed here I'd like to share with you. I need a partner.
Jackie.
I love my son. I want to prove it to him. I want to show him I'm one of the kids.
Well, son,
it's too hard being a parent. I'd rather be a big brother to my son.
I'm going to take you to Star Wars.
So what if I give him the wrong lesson?
Score tickets. How'd you get the tickets?
My intern got them.
How?
Send it down online?
No, he bought them on Movie Phone last week.
All right.
Son, reach into my popcorn.
Yeah, reach into the pizza box.
There's a slice of pizza left.
Son, please love me. Please love your father.
Aren't I a good daddy?
Son, don't you think I'm the best dad in the whole world?
I'm a better dad than all those kids who had to go to school today.
My parents never loved me, so could you love me?
Nobody likes me. Do you like me?
I had to smoke for years to get rid of the pressure. I lost my hair at an early age. It wasn't easy.
Oh, son, let me be popular with you.
How's your son's hair doing? Is he got a full head?
So far, it's good.
Good. Good. Does your wife's father have a full head of hair?
Yes.
Then he'll probably have a full head of hair.
Yeah.
Which is funny because my dad's as bald as Scott, and I walk around with my full head of hair. Drives him crazy.
I know.
Yeah.
Whose son are you?
Doesn't make him angry.
I love you, son. I love your hair. You're the only person I'm not jealous of.
Oh,
with
son,
hair.
I'm so proud you have hair.
Please love me. Please, if I take you to Star Wars, will you love me like a brother?
Please love your poor bald daddy.
Please, I have such pressure in life. If you would just love me, I'd appreciate it. Son, we're going to go to the zoo the day of the SATs. I promise you. Who cares? You're doing well.
It's finals. Let's go play.
My father taught me not to care about my passions in life, and I'll teach you.
It's only one day, son.
Only one day you're missing. Howard's wrong.
What are we teaching you about today? Screw that. Let's go to a whorehouse.
That's fun, too.
You learn biology.
He's learning. He's watching me edit. So was there a big family meeting about it? You and your wife sat down and discussed it?
Like, how does this conversation even come up?
I don't think she knows.
Why are you calling Scott she?
No,
Scott, how did it...
Big deal. It was like, you know...
Did you go for permission to her?
Whose idea was it?
It was my idea.
And you said...
That's right. I put my foot down.
If I'd been nice, if I took him to see Star Wars on the opening day.
Just like that, like a worm?
Yeah, just like a worm.
But do you think... Excuse me, dear. Do you think it would be all right if I took Scotty Jr.?
Honey.
Like a little worm I am.
She said, okay, then he got up off his knees.
Please, the boy will think I'm a good father, and
Maybe he'll like me. Like, my parents never loved me. I just thought maybe it would be nice if he loved me. Someone's got to love
Opening
me.
day. What's so big about opening day, Scott?
I don't know.
It's not anything at all, is
nothing. It's nothing at all.
it? And that's a good reason to take your son out of school.
It's a great reason. It's the only reason.
Please, son.
You'd think he was related to George Lucas.
Yeah,
He may be.
No chance. I don't have any luck.
Well, son, try not to get too excited when Natalie Portman comes on the screen.
Oh, your father has learned to control his urges. Natalie Portman is a beautiful girl.
Yeah, try to control your urges.
Look at the robots.
Yeah. Look at Jar Jar Binks.
So you all excited?
Yeah. Excited. I wasn't lucky enough to go to one of the premieres like all you people. You know, I didn't jump out into a premiere 2 weeks before it came out, so I didn't have to go early.
Oh, look how angry.
Come on. I mean, what
looking
is
at you.
that? I mean, you're yelling at me for going to the first day premiere. You guys already went.
Well, we're on the air. We have to review it. Our audience wants to know. It's a big news story.
I know.
What's the point in you seeing it?
Howard's kids didn't see it. He's still not taking him out of school. For
I'm not taking my kids out.
Okay. Well.
I don't. Got me there again.
Yeah.
Okay.
My life is a lot like Star Wars.
I didn't get to
good and
see.
evil.
I'm good and Howard is evil.
He's like Darth Maul. I'm like Baldy Skywalker.
Maybe I'm a Jedi Master, and I don't know it. The Force is with me every morning after I eat cereal.
Brand Force.
Son, I have good news. I'm taking you out of school to see Star Wars because you're doing very well.
You can miss the whole day.
You know how your father lost his hair? I was in a laser sword fight, and they laser sworded my hair off.
Chewbacca chewed my head off.
Actually, you sort of look like Darth Maul.
Yes, yeah, you do.
Scott Maul.
Yeah.
Darth Maul.
Paul Maul. Gary, you're on the air.
Okay. Howard.
Yes?
Yes.
Howard.
Yeah.
Howard, this is Gary in Hazel, Pennsylvania.
Yes.
And I just want to tell you that today is the first day in 12 years I let my son take off of school to go see Star Wars.
Oh, that's very good. Yeah. See, another gentleman who understands the Force. So we have two idiots.
Hey, Howard.
There's a lot of other idiots out there.
I says, where's my ticket? He says, I only had money for one. It's about $4K to go see.
Okay, goodbye.
Why couldn't he get a ticket to a later show in the day after school?
Why couldn't he go after school at 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock? I don't understand your thinking here. What are you thinking?
I'm just dumb, I guess.
No. Seriously, tell me, why couldn't the kid go after school?
We could have. I mean, obviously we could have, but we decided to do it this way.
Because you want to be a hero.
A hero? And,
Yeah.
You know,
I want to give him a day off. He's going to reward him with a day off from school.
I could have taken him at midnight also.
Hey, guess what?
No, because that's inappropriate, because he has to be awake for school the next day.
I'm going to let you take the whole day off for Star Wars. We got a Star Wars holiday at our house.
But I mean, like, why not just go after school? I don't get it.
It's the same opening day.
That's true.
Yeah. So what's your answer?
I have no answer. This is what we decided to do. I mean, you're right.
You didn't. You said it was your idea.
Well, you know.
But do you ever, like, stop and think the message you're sending to your kid? Seriously, is there any consequence to this?
No, I think that sometimes you make exceptions, and this is an exception.
Star Wars is so important.
It certainly is.
Yeah. You think this is important? More important than school?
No.
You think which is more important, school
Now,
or
what
Star Wars?
happens when something really important happens? He has to miss another day of school.
Obviously, school is important.
Right. Obviously. But you're not giving him that message. You know that.
Well, we tell him that, you know.
Oh, you tell him
Well,
that?
you tell him, but what are you showing him?
Right.
Wonder what he's I can't win in this room, so I might as well. I'm not even going to try.
What are you
I'm
showing him?
Obviously, what we're showing him is it's okay to miss school.
How come black people could take off for Spike Lee's movie?
That's right.
This is a white people's movie. George Lucas is a white man.
You saw a lot of people taking off for Spike Lee's movie.
Yeah, I saw it. That's right. I don't know, man. I don't get it why you couldn't take the kid after school. I really don't.
You absolutely hit it on the head. There's no reason except to be a hero.
Right. I'm a hero. And what do kids love more than anything is to have a day off from school. And that's that. So, hey, this makes Dad like a great guy.
Oh, yeah.
Because he wants to build himself up in his son's eyes. Maybe one day he'll take care of me or something.
This all goes back to Scott not being loved by his parents.
Yeah.
So he wants his son. He wants his son to be the parent and love him.
I was loved by my parents.
Oh, please, Scott. Nobody loves you.
Thank you.
Please.
Appreciate it.
No offense.
Isn't it time to do the news?
Oh, yeah, it is. Let's do some Star Wars news.
All right. We're done with you.
Thank you.
You've made your decision.
I'm sorry that you feel that way.
I just think you could have taken the kid after school and he could have done both. That never occurred to you?
No, it did. I could have.
Right.
And,
what's your answer?
I don't have an answer. I'm
Wow.
stupid, all right?
Okay.
It'll be stupid occasionally. You know?
Thank you, Scott. All right, at least you admit it. Father of the Year, Scott Salem.
Thank you.
Goodbye. Thank you.
And after the premiere, we'll go buy some crack.
That was stupid.
I wish you had talked to me earlier before I made my decision.
Oh, now I see the light.
Now I understand what I'm supposed to do.
Scott, go ahead.
Howard.
Hi.
You are an effing hypocrite.
All right. Why is that?
Why? Because you drag your daughter down to that boob-infested panty show that you run every day.
Yeah, but that's...
Take your...
Listen, this is what I do for a living, and the school sanctioned take your daughter to work day.
You took a 12-year-old girl and you showed her soiled panties on your show.
That doesn't bother me. I have no problem with that.
Are you kidding me?
I don't take my kid out of school for Star Wars.
I have my 8-year-old boy right now. He's dressed just like Chewbacca. And I made him take off the outfit because he looked just like that horse-toothed jackass.
Oh, get out of here, Sal.
Horsetoothjackass.com. God bless and have a nice day.
All right. That's Sal Stockbrook. He's funny. All right, we're going to come back with the news right after these words.
I'm Molly Culver. I'm Pamela Anderson. And I'm Natalie Rattan. Hi, we're Pam Anderson's friends. No matter what you achieve in your life, you'll never have a girl as pretty as Pam. But if you're quick, you will have the next 5 seconds to pleasure yourself to their lovely voices. Howard Stern. That was brilliant. That's the closest you'll ever come to being with Pam. Yeah, right. Now clean yourself up, pig. You're listening to The Pig of Pigs. Howard rocks.
Howard Stern.
My name is and I'm from Boston, Massachusetts. I was calling. I'm sure you get many calls from people that want to come on the air for this or that. But I'm a gay man. I'm highly attracted to Howard, and I was wondering if it's possible for me to come on the air and give Howard a rub down. Of course, I'm just talking about like the back and shoulders up. I don't want to go into any of his nether region. But I mean, after he did that show with the gay dancing, I thought maybe he'd be open for something like this. I'm very gay. That's very obvious, and I don't try to hide it. I definitely want to come in and give him a rub down, and I thought maybe I would call you and see if that would be a possibility. If it is, could you please give me a call back? Thank you so much, Gary. Bye-bye.
Yeah, well, if I do that, give me a gun so I can shoot my mother first, so she doesn't have to live through the humiliation of that rub down. And then I'll shoot myself. Hey, Rod. Rod. Hi.
Hey, Howard, how you doing?
Good, man.
Okay, my mother works in George Lucas's office.
Yeah.
He's very upset what you've been saying about the movie, of course, and he thinks you're going to lose a lot of business. He thinks you're mad because right after you release Private Parts,
no.
Star Wars, even though your audiences don't cross over.
No, I'm not mad at all. Listen, I'm a huge fan of George Lucas's work. American Graffiti, Star Wars, great movies. Believe me, the guy's a great filmmaker. He blew it on this one. And you know what? Everyone's going to look for an excuse. I'm not the only guy who thinks the movie blows. He knows he blew it. I'm sure when he watches it, he goes, man, I blew it. I know deep down inside. You know when you do a piece of crap.
You know you're a very influential man. And
it's not going to affect his bottom line. Everyone is going to go see it and judge for themselves. He's going to make $100 million this week alone. And really, to take the attitude that I'm that shallow, that I can't evaluate a movie. Nobody loves Star Wars more than me. This movie is not great. It's not going to do repeat business. It's still going to make $300 million. He's still going to make his money back. He's going to be okay. And then the next one...
involved in the conversation. She doesn't think he was joking. But he said if you come out with another movie just to piss you off, he's going to re-release Return of the Jedi that same weekend.
He can do it. That's okay.
He knows your audiences really might not cross over, but he doesn't care. He just wants to get back at you.
I can imagine this.
Yeah, I don't mind. Let him do it.
All right. Wait, great show. Thank you
All right,
for
later.
all the entertainment.
It's okay with me. I can take the competition. I love a good pissing contest. Believe me. Boy, it's hot in here, huh?
Yeah.
Boy, I'm so dizzy from the heat, and I don't have a T-shirt or anything. Oh, my head hurts from the heat. Honestly. Yeah, James.
Hey.
Yeah.
Howard.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up with this moron who can't tell the difference between you taking your daughter to work and taking his kid out of school? My wife and I have 6 kids, and there's no way I would take any one of them out of school.
Of course not.
To go see a movie.
But of course not. Even Jackie said to me, he says, during the commercials he was saying, you're being a little rough on Scott because, I love when my dad took me to opening day baseball. I said, you know what? I said, I could almost understand that because opening day happens at one time. That movie's playing all day today. It's playing all weekend.
Yeah, it's going to be in the theater until well after the summer's over with.
Exactly. I mean, it's the parents wanting ego gratification.
Yeah, I mean, my parents have a place down at Pompano Beach that they go to every March just for spring training. And I won't even take the kids down there on the weekend for spring training.
Well, let me tell you something.
But Jackie would have loved it just as much if his father took him to any ball game.
Right, exactly.
His father just made the special effort on opening day.
Because his father wanted to see the game. But, and that's my point. Jackie's going, well, an old man hanging out with his son probably does him a lot more good than being in school. I said, no. There are rules to life, and that's what Jackie's problem is.
Yeah.
There are rules to life. He doesn't know any of the rules.
Oh, definitely.
Because he never was taught them. He thinks I'm uptight. I'm not being uptight. I'm saying, hey, there's some rules. You teach your kid responsibility. No, you could have fun all the time.
Anytime.
That's what I was saying.
Your father did, Robin.
I mean...
Yeah, he didn't take me out of school for it. I appreciate that.
You got that after school.
I got a good education.
You could have done that.
But he stopped. He said, school is important.
I mean, what do we...
You know what it is, too? Like, I got kids, and there were times I say to myself, oh, man, it'd be so easy to make the kids love me through doing stuff for them.
Mm-hmm.
But the real hard part is when you have to tell them stuff they don't want to hear.
The stuff that'll really count.
Yeah. Like I'm Super Father of the Year. I suck at being a father, but I at least know to keep them in school.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we're working for, is to make sure our kids get a job.
I mean, I'm a crummy father. I'm not trying to give anybody real advice. But it seems to me you don't take your kid out for Star Wars.
No. There's no reason. I mean, other than going to the doctor.
Yeah.
No, the kids should be in school.
Yeah,
that's what that's their job until they graduate.
Yeah, my mom always kept me in school, and look at me. I was the worst student on the planet. Okay, thank you.
Thanks. Whatever, tell me.
All right.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
My mom wouldn't let me wear jeans to school. Every kid wore jeans.
Right.
Well, I couldn't wear pants.
Right.
Oh, really?
Yeah, everybody started to wear pants to school, and I couldn't wear them.
Easy access with the dress.
Well, that wasn't my father's attitude. That was my mother's attitude.
Well, she knew what was going on. Team. She knew what your dad liked.
It was all over with my dad by then, believe me.
Really? Wasn't aware of that.
Yeah, it didn't go on for long, Howard. It wasn't as long as Jackie's father. Jackie's great dad was taking him to ball games.
Yeah, he kept his hands off my ass, though, didn't he?
I don't know, Jackie. I have no idea.
Well, I got it blacked out.
And speaking of Star Wars, last night they started showing the movie at midnight. People lined up around the corner.
My son and I.
Dressed in costume.
My son is out of school and I'll leave work early. We have Wookiee fever.
And everybody's getting Wookiee fever today and Phantom flu. A lot of employers expect to see a few empty desks.
Yeah, see, it's not so bad.
Because it is Phantom Menace Day.
Mom, will you go see Star Wars?
No.
Number 3 is a clip from The Phantom Menace, which features Liam Neeson and Ewan McGregor.
Well, the Force be with you, son.
Don't center on your anxieties, Obi-Wan. Keep your concentration here and now where it belongs.
Oh, come on.
My son and I are going to dress as Lex Luthor and Lex Jr.
There are no bold Star Wars characters. We're going as Superman characters.
I look like Lex Luthor.
You know who looks like Lex Luthor? Is Barry Diller.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Oh,
he sat in front of me.
I really don't know what he looks like.
At that he's bald and...
Notting Hill premiere, wasn't it?
Yeah, the Julia Roberts movie. And he was there. He was sitting next to Calvin Klein. Two of them are buddies, I guess. And he looks like Lex Luthor. I was like, hey, Lex Luthor? I was going to write stuff on his head.
Is he wearing like a red Nehru jacket?
No. He He looked like Dr. Evil from the Austin Powers.
Here's one of the people who's going to see Star Wars. His name is Vidal Zinchuk. And he says that
he's going
great for this movie that the creator, George Lucas, doesn't even have to advertise his film, number 14.
Don't even call him George Lucas. Call him the creator. Feeder.
Look at it. He's not even like putting out commercials. He's not even putting out commercials to support it because he knows people are going to go see it. I mean, you know he's going to break the record.
Creator.
These kids sound like they go worship him in the desert.
I know.
Creator.
Here's another Star Wars fan at a screening.
All hail Creator.
He says that this is very familiar with He's very familiar with Star Wars movies.
I did attend the re-release, and I saw a few when I was very young. I remember liking it, and it appealed to me when I was a kid. So, I mean, it should appeal to kids today.
Oh.
And here's another fan's son. Not everybody is pleased.
Yeah, where is that?
With what they saw.
Not all of you would go, right?
No.
And see it again.
Yeah, those people wouldn't go to see it again. Here's another disgruntled fan.
All right.
It was a good movie, but it wasn't the great movie I expected.
What did you not like about it?
Just didn't seem... The plot line didn't seem as... up the par? Yeah, it didn't have urgency to it. It just seemed to meander about.
Oh, that's why I took my son out of school, so she could critique it. Together, it'll be a father-son activity. We need to go to activities where we don't have to talk, because I run out of things to say.
I know he won't like me if I talk.
Yeah, I know I turn him off that way, so I try to take him to events where we're entertained.
The less of me there is, the better.
Yeah, I read the newspaper on the way in. Take a little talk.
What are you going to do? So we might as well get through the rest of this. Here's Ewan McGregor, who's in Star Wars, and he talks about his love of acting and why he took this part. Number 6.
See, my son enjoys going to loud car races with me and drown out the sound of my voice, like everybody else.
I love being an actor because you always get to do different stuff. Otherwise, it would bore me to tears.
Hello, love.
And so this is another aspect of my work that I've never seen before. So of course I'll jump at it. And it's Star Wars, you know.
Yeah.
Ultimately.
We're going to see it.
Ultimately, it's Star Wars.
We're going to leave right now. Get there early.
Here's Ewan McGregor again. He says the Phantom Menace is part of the Star Wars world. Number 22.
Did you know my son and I picnic at the airport?
Why?
Because the loud sound of the planes drowns out my boring conversation.
It's not the same film, but it's the same elements. You know, the deserts, the swamps. You can feel the same kind of world. It's the same.
I don't know what this guy's talking about.
I know. Here's Liam Neeson. He says his performance was inspired. And who was it inspired by? Number 23.
Who was it inspired by, Rob? I can't wait. I want you to tell me.
I was inspired by
Jackie Jokeman.
seeing Sir Alec Guinness in the first. He established kind of, for me, what these Jedi were, albeit an older Jedi. Of someone with grace and integrity and with a certain mystique, and who hinted at a kind of samurai type legacy, as well as having this spiritual aesthetic.
All right, here's Natalie Portman, who plays the Queen.
I want to take her to her prom.
Queen Naboo.
It's right out there at Syosset. I live on Long Island. I could be over there.
No, that's the Planet Naboo.
It's Planet Naboo. Queen
Planet Naboo. Don't you know? My son and I know all the words.
Scotty Jr. misinformation.
Jar Jar Binks.
What were her considerations before signing on to the new Star Wars series?
None.
It was a huge consideration for me how big it was. I really had to think about whether or not I wanted to do the movie for a very long time.
Yeah, what else you got to do?
Because
go to high school?
First of all...
Let's see. I can go to high school and Syosset, or I can go do a Star Wars movie. Let me go think about it. Yeah, think about a second.
I signed on when I was 14 to do 3 films, which meant I signed 10 years of my life away, you know? That's kind of a negative way to put it, because I really... You know,
she's not going to go to the prom with you if you keep doing that.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
You're not fun.
A positive thing in general, but...
Cool. She's more mature than me.
I didn't even know what I wanted, you know...
She doesn't want to go out with me because I'm immature.
For lunch, nonetheless, you know, 10 years of my life.
I'll laugh at everything you say.
But she says school is a priority in her life.
Basically, I'm very serious about school. I attend public school. I'm with a bunch of just, regular people. Everyone treats me normal.
That won't last.
And I go to school. I really don't miss very much.
You should wear that giant headgear to school. That'd be cool.
School for work. I do things over the summer, so I usually miss, a few weeks at the end or a few weeks at the beginning, but nothing major at all. And then I'm attending college in the fall, so...
What school?
Education really hasn't been hurt at all by my work.
I wonder if her parents take her out for Star Wars.
And, of course, the person who has the most airtime in the film...
Jar Jar Binks.
Screen time.
I already know it.
Jar Jar Binks.
My son and I are going to enjoy Jar Jar Binks today.
Jar Jar's voice is provided by somebody named Ahmed Best.
They ought to take that guy and lock him up.
And he was asked how he came up with a voice for his character.
Was he on acid?
Number 26.
I looked at the face of the character, and that's the voice that pops into my head.
Oh, so bad.
And here's another scene featuring Jar Jar and the two Jedi, number 27.
Yeah, now listen to this scene, because you're not even going to understand what Jar Jar Binks says. That's my problem.
It's embarrassing. But my friend might have been banished.
What?
Might have forgotten. The bastards would do terrible things to me. Terrible things to me of me going back there.
What is that? And he's like an idiot.
That is the sound of 1,000 terrible things heading this way.
If they find us, they will crush us, grind us into tiny pieces, and blast us into oblivion.
Ah. Your support is well seen. This way. Hurry.
It's a nightmare, the movie. It's like you're trapped in a bad trip.
Yeah, well, I'm still taking my son out of school. Most important event of our life.
About it, and we decided.
When I'm laying in bed dying of cancer, I want my son to remember I took him out to Star Wars.
Remember that line you couldn't understand that I explained to you? We shared.
I'll translate Jar Jar Binks for you. I'm a sound man.
Speak Binkian.
Jar Jar Binkskian. Oh, Binksky you. Now do you love me, son?